Hold up, quick thing before the video starts. I just want to let you guys know that I'm actively fundraising for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Basically, link in the description if you want to donate towards the fundraiser. If you donated any incentives, I will be fulfilling them on my next Twitch stream. And basically going to keep doing that until we hit the goal of $500. I do know that there's an issue financially with a lot of people due to the economical conditions, and I don't want to get too deep into that, or political wise. I don't want to feel like I pressured anyone to donate much. So I lowered the goal drastically this year. But that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Hey guys, Rocky here, and I'm finally making a tier list for Just Dance 2025. I know a lot of people have been wanting it because especially after the 2024 one, you guys wanted the 2025. The reason why I took so long for this one is I was purposely waiting till the game is no longer on its hype phase. If you see in my reactions, I was kind of very positive with 2025. Honestly, since the game has been out for a few months now, my mind is actually kind of open about what I do feel about certain maps. I'm gonna make a disclaimer that this video is an opinion.
How do you know what's good for me? That's my opinion!
I understand that people do take it offensively. I remember a long time ago in my 2024 tier list, I rated one of the K-pop maps pretty low because I'm not a big fan of K-pop, and this person like left a whole essay. Guys, don't take it personally, all right? It's just a tier list from my opinion. All right, let's get started by going into the tier list. All right, so I have the tier list pulled up. It's actually not mine. It's actually Luwu. I just went on Google and I wrote Just Dance 2025 tier list. I added also the Just Dance Plus songs because I felt like I wanted to add it as a bonus this time. All right, let's go ahead and get started with Bang Bang. Honestly, this one is very special to me because it does bring awareness to people with ADHD. I want to say that this map does mean a lot to me. I do love the energy, and there was a phase where people actually thought I was the coach because of the eyebrows when he took the face mask off. It was pretty funny. Just don't do this map that much. I don't know why. I really enjoyed it. I did enjoy doing the dance for it, but I just found myself never playing it that much. I don't know why. I think it's just my mood to play it is never there. I'm gonna honestly give it a good, even though it's not a bad map. I really enjoy it. It's just anytime when I'm playing Just Dance, I just never find myself wanting to play it. I don't know why. I guess it's just something is missing in that dance that I just never feel like doing it. And then the next one is Basket Case Alt. And if you guys know me already, I'm putting that at a very fat golden X. I don't know what was going on in the development team for this one. I understand that they like to have troll map, but this one I feel like was kind of too much of a troll map. Like, there's obviously fun troll maps like Chakarun, but Basket Case Alt just wasn't it. Like, and I'm sure a lot of everyone that in the community feels the same way. There's good troll maps and then there's bad troll maps, and Basket Case Bathtub definitely was the bad troll map. All right, the next one is Basket Case, and honestly, I really liked it in the early access period, but if I were to be very, very transparent on what I'm feeling, I think I'm also gonna give it a good. I know that a lot of people do enjoy this map, but I feel like something's missing with this map. I don't know what it is, but I don't have the mood to play this map as much. And this is gonna go for a lot of the maps, by the way. For some reason, for 2025, it is feeling more washed out than usual, everything. I don't want to say the game's like on a lower budget or anything, but the backgrounds are a bit more simple this year. And honestly, it's not a bad thing. I know people preferred that. At first, I looked at it as a good thing, but now I'm starting to see it as maybe a bad thing. For Halloween's here, I'm so sorry, but I'm giving it an okay. I understand that a lot of people really enjoyed this map. I just didn't like the song. The dance was fine. They kept changing the chorus every single time, and that was frustrating. The preview was honestly the best part of the song, and then the second they kept changing it up, I'm like, what is happening? It was like a completely different song every chorus, and I didn't like that. And I'm sure a lot of people feel that same way. If it was the same during the whole thing, I think I would have liked it a lot more. All right, Boy Is Mine. I'm gonna give this a perfect. I understand that a lot of people kind of feel weird about Boy Is Mine, but the choreo concept is actually very refreshing. Having multiple dance styles in one choreography is kind of really smart, and I would have never thought of doing that. Building your own perfect man, I think, is what the story is kind of is for this map. I actually really like that, and I love the sass part where he's hitting his thighs. I don't know why, it's so funny. And I made a joke that Facebook moms or like Amazon moms are gonna hate that dance because it's like too sexual, but I'm glad that they made it the way they did. I'm really happy with it. I always have the mood to play this one. It's pretty fun. Break Up With Your Girlfriend is definitely gonna be a yeah. Oh my god, I love this one so much. Honestly, like, I always have the mood to play this one because one, it's visually appealing, and two, the choreo is very sassy and very badass that you really enjoy yourself. I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way. I definitely love this one so much, and the costume design for this one is absolutely amazing, and I feel like the team just doesn't get enough credit for the amount of work they put into some of these costumes. It's just awesome. So even despite of my excitement for 2025 dropping after 6 to 7 months, I still find myself always playing this map because it's just so fun. Calabria 2000 2007 or 2008, I can't because it's cropped here, but I am so sorry, but y'all are gonna hate me. I'm giving it a good as well. I think I know why I don't like it that much. It's because I played it so much during the early access period. I try to limit myself from playing early access maps that much. During the early access period, when we got to play this song early on Just Dance Plus, I just played it, I guess, too much that I kind of got bored of it. And now when the game came out, I just don't feel like doing it ever. I'm sure if you guys feel the same way. Remember when Sail came out for Just Dance 2024? I played that map so much to the point where when 2024 did come out, I never touched Sail. It just shows that, like, I understand that the early access for Just Dance is honestly a cool thing to get people hooked to maybe buy the new game, but I feel like it's also doing damage to the song entirely. So when the game does come out, you kind of don't enjoy the song as much because there's all the new songs and then you just ignore the song you did already. My enjoyment for Calabria did definitely drop. I did enjoy it after me playing it so many times that I'm kind of burnt out from it. I don't have that same enjoyment, so I'm giving it a good. It's not a bad map, it's still fun, but I'm not gonna give it like okay or X because I don't feel like it deserves that. Chattahoochee honestly is a super. I know a lot of people are gonna be really upset about that, but Chattahoochee is actually a really fun troll map because I didn't know this was a troll map. People were saying it is, and I didn't know that. It didn't feel like a troll map to me. It just felt like a silly cowboy dance. It wasn't really in my category of troll map, so maybe this falls under the good troll maps that I was talking about earlier, like what I said with Basket Case Bathtub version. The song is really catchy. I don't mind it at all. It's pretty fun. Next one is Control Response, and I think you guys know my opinion on it. I know some people really enjoyed this map, but this was my lowest rated map in 2025. If you guys seen my reaction videos, this was the only map that I rated so low out of all the maps this year. So the backstory that I heard about Control Response is this song is from a video game that Ubisoft shut down, so that made no sense why they made a choreo around the song that on a game that shut down. So like that was already kind of the weird part, and also the animation and all the colors. I mean, I don't mind it. It's just so boring for me. I get bored like halfway through the dance. It's just, I don't like it. Dubidubidu is, I don't know if I said the name right. I'm gonna give it a super. Honestly, not a bad dance. I really enjoy it. It is very tiring, but I do love tiring choreographies. If you guys know that about me, I like being sweaty at the end of the dances, so I do enjoy it. I just feel like something could have changed a little bit. Maybe it could have been more evolved, but at the same time, I feel like they did it justice anyway with the choreography. It was really fun. I still can get over that the Boy Would Love Extreme coach is the coach for this one. It's pretty funny. It's not my go-to dance, so that's why I'm not giving it a perfect or a yeah, but it is a song that I do occasionally come back to, so I will give it a super there. Next we have Espresso Seated. I am so sorry, but I'm giving it an okay. I don't know why. I just never do this one. I don't know how to describe this. Every time when I see the seated version, I just like skip. Like, it's not that the map is bad or anything. It's just, I just skip. Does anyone else do the same thing where like, you don't know why you don't like a map, but you just skip it, and then thinking back at it, you're like, wait, why am I always skipping this map? Why am I always just not doing it? I think it's maybe because I don't have a proper chair for it, but yeah, that's kind of what my feelings are. Espresso normal version, I'm giving it a super. It's not bad at all, and I'm sure a lot of y'all feel the same way. I know a lot of people didn't like Espresso, especially the fact that the song is overplayed. That's one, and two, the choreo is a little bit on the simpler side, and I know a lot of people really wanted a more complex choreography and a different coach because people are getting upset that Chalina got used again for a map like Espresso. Honestly, I love Chalina as a coach, and I was really kind of like shocked about how much people actually don't like her. I remember one person saying that like, why does she always get the bad dances? I don't think she gets the bad dances. This dance is actually pretty fun. I can see what people are saying, that they wanted something more out of it, and it's like, it just feels underwhelming for a lot of people, but for me, I feel like this kind of did serve it justice. I was fine with it. I didn't mind it. The choreo is very satisfying and very fun for me. I do often go back to this map all the time. Exes, I think you know what the answer is. Yeah, this dance is too perfect. Only if the tracking was better on controller, I would have loved it way more, but it's still gonna be good enough for a yeah. I love Sora. If you guys don't know, Sora is like the good choreograph for like Boys of Liar Part 2, Exes, Apple. He makes like really good choreographies for Just Dance, and I'm really glad he's in the team because every time when he makes a choreo, you know it's gonna be good, and I just love his choreography so much. They're so satisfying. I'm really happy that Exes got a really good choreography because I really enjoy it a lot, and I'm sure a lot of y'all feel the same way. Gente Lo Siente, I don't know if I said it right, but I am so sorry, but I'm gonna give it an X. It's not bad, but if I had to do it, I'm gonna be like, okay, it's okay. So like, I don't mind it, but at the same time, I don't like it. So it's kind of like a balance between both for me. It's too silly for my liking, and also the coach costumes are a little bit weird in my opinion. I do like that they reference Clarabelle in the background like twice. If you guys don't know, I like to call the cow coach Clarabelle from Mickey Mouse. It's just a meme in my community. I like those Easter eggs. It's kind of cool. The song is catchy. I feel like you guys maybe would agree with me on that. I don't know. Once again, this is all my opinion. I feel like I need to keep saying that because because some people kind of miss the point that I'm saying an opinion. So this comment section is just gonna be all opinions for y'all. I just want to let you guys know. In the shadows. I am so sorry, but I think it's an okay for me. It's one of those maps where I don't know why I don't like it so much. I just never find myself clicking that map. If I'm scrolling down the menu, there's like a 10% chance I'm gonna press on that map, but I just never play it. I never have the mood to play it. I don't know why. Something just feels off with this dance. Also the vibe in general. And maybe it's just because I don't like that kind of genre of music that much. That could be it. In the Shadows is one of the least played maps in 2025 if you go on the leaderboards. Something that a lot of people don't know now with the thumbnails in Just Dance is the thumbnails are now making the difference if people are going to click on a map and not, especially on the casual player side of things. So if the thumbnail is not catchy on those videos or on those dances, people are not going to click on it. And I feel like In the Shadows kind of is a little too intimidating or not popping as much, to the point where a lot of casual players just don't bother playing the map, or they skim through it without realizing because it's not eye candy or something like that. It's kind of like the whole like YouTube thing, but I guess now it's applying to Just Dance where they have to make it look satisfying. Yeah, that's my opinion, of course. So that's what my prediction is. In Your Eyes, this is definitely a yeah. I know some people are upset that this song got a lore song, because I do know there's someone in my community that didn't really like the fact that this is a lore map. They liked the song, but they didn't want it to be a lore dance, because usually lore dances are not fully dancing. They're like certain moves that are kind of interpreting the story in a way. So it's not real dancing. It's kind of like acting, if that makes sense. And a lot of people that really like certain songs, they don't want to have an acting dance, they want to have a dance. I can understand that, but I really like this one. I feel like this map was perfect, and I'm really upset that we didn't even get a story mode this year, and I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way. And good news is they made a post saying that lore is coming, so we don't know if it's going to be on the new game or on the older game. We never know. Lion Sleeps Tonight, honestly a super, and I know a lot of people are going to hate me for this, but dude, I am so sorry. I was hating on the preview for so long, and I don't know why I hated the coach so much. He was creepy looking, I will admit, but the second that I played the full map, I didn't mind it. It's awesome. I like him. Honestly, we should have another map with him. I don't mind that. I know people are not gonna want that, but he's not nightmare fuel like people are saying. I feel like he kind of grew on me, dude. He's awesome. I like the dance. The dance is pretty fun. Honestly, don't really have much to say other than that. You Love Who You Love is pure perfection. I'm so sorry for anyone that hates it. If you guys don't like this map, I am so sorry. What are you doing? Play the map. I will make you play the map nonstop until you like the map. I'm just kidding. Honestly, it is really sad that this is also one of the least played Just Dance 2025 maps, because this one is just so satisfying and so fun. Maybe the hard difficulty is what makes people not want to play the map, but honestly for me, I love the hard difficulty, and this dance just feels so satisfying that every time someone recommends it, I'm like, we're doing this one. It's awesome. I love it. I love the lore on it. It's perfect. I love it. All right, we're about to hit a controversial area. Lovin On Me normal version, I'm gonna give it an okay. I loved it at first. In my preview or my full map reaction, I actually was praising it because of the excitement. Once again, the excitement has faded away because the game has been out for a while, so I'm more open to what I really feel about certain things on a map. Lovin On Me is kind of on the okay side. I don't know why. It's just I don't have as much fun doing it. I feel like it's the song. The song just doesn't feel that fun for me. I don't know how to describe it. Same thing with the move version, which we're gonna move to the move version in just a moment, but I just feel like I can't give it even a good. I just don't enjoy it that much. And this is gonna sound really bad, but for Lovin On Me move version, I am actually gonna be putting it on a good. The dance being silly on a more serious song kind of made it funny for me, and I really enjoyed it that way. The second it got really serious with the normal version, I kind of didn't enjoy that one. So I prefer just the move version more, especially I get to play as Clarabelle. I prefer that one. I'm sorry if anyone really liked the other version. I just prefer the move version more. I don't know why. Lunch is definitely gonna be a perfect, not a yeah for me. I feel like the background could have maybe evolved a little bit more, but it didn't. There's a big problem that I have with Just Dance at the moment. I feel like a lot of dances in the newer Just Dance era, when the moves repeat. I mean, a great example actually is just gonna be Sweet Melody. Did you guys see how many times that chorus move repeats? Right after you do that gold move, it's just the same exact moves. I don't see her doing more energy. It just feels the same. To have a problem where they don't evolve the dance at the end that much. Lunch did that perfectly, where towards the end, there's a lot more energy and actually completely unique moves, which I feel like a lot of the other dances in Just Dance should take that route to keep it more interesting. So let me know what you guys feel about that. But Mirror of Your Body, as much as I love Wooly, I don't feel like I can give it a perfect or a yeah. I'm gonna give it a super. I am so sorry. I love Wooly, don't get me wrong. The background just doesn't evolve at all. Like, does anyone else notice that too? Like, the woolly maps are the first maps in Just Dance, I feel like, in a long time, where the background is so stale. There's nothing happening except for flashing colors. It just felt like either one, it was a design choice, or two, that map was like one of the last maps they were developing, so they didn't have as much time to work on it. I don't know about y'all, but the dance is very fun. The song is very catchy, so I'm gonna give it a super. My heart will go on. I'm gonna give it a good. I know that a lot of people don't like this one, but for me, I kind of enjoy it. It's not bad. I honestly do have the mood to play this one. I don't know why people don't have the mood for it. I think it's because the intro or the song in general is very slow, but towards the end is where I look forward to the most. It's just all that buildup just for the big like finale with all the gold moves and all that. That's kind of what I love about it. I honestly go crazy with the lip syncing on that part, so I see why I enjoy it, but it's not enough because most of the dance is kind of boring for me because the song is slow. So that's why I can't give it a super perfect or yeah. I'm kind of gonna give it a good, but I really do enjoy this map. All right, one last time, extreme. I'm giving it a super. I like the extreme. I've been learning it a little bit recently. I love it. Not the best with extremes, so I never have the mood to do them as much. If you guys don't know this about me, I'm not a big fan of extremes. You guys know that. I'm more of a medium hard difficulty person. I don't like easy difficulty and I don't like extreme. I don't like too easy and I don't like too hard. I like that balance in the middle, and hard is kind of like my favorite difficulty in Just Dance at the moment. I do enjoy the hard difficulty a lot, but it's at the same time, it's simple enough that you could still kind of catch up with what they're doing and you can kind of learn it without going through learning sessions. So I do like that. It's kind of like the balance for me. I feel like One Last Time is kind of the reason I gave it a super. It's because I just don't know the extremes that well, but I still enjoy it. One Last Time normal, definitely, yeah. If you guys know, when I reacted to this song, this is the first map I reacted to when Just Dance gave me early access to the game, and this was the first one I reacted to because I feel like it was iconic. We just had to. Honestly, blew me away. I will say there is one disappointment I have. There isn't that much costumes in this one compared to the other tribute maps like Telephone, but it still was really cool to see lore and understand like about the never gonna give you up coach and break free. And I know I called break free kaboom pow, I know, but like honestly, this map was really good, really well made, and it did Ariana justice. If you guys ask me, I loved it so much. I'm so sorry what I'm about to say to y'all about Padam Padam. First, I really enjoyed it. I did watch the preview and I watched the map, but the more I played it, the less I was like, yeah, let's do Padam Padam. I just think it's because also the scoring is broken that makes me feel this way. I'm gonna give it a good. I am so sorry if you guys wanted me to score higher on that, but the scoring I think kind of hindered it, and also it didn't help that the entire map was in an upward angle, so if you're playing on camera, it's kind of hard to know what you're doing wrong, because I was getting a lot of supers and goods when doing this song on camera, even though I'm copying the coach, so I'm not sure if I have to put my arms slightly up in the air for the elevated angle. It's kind of hard to learn what exactly you're supposed to do when the camera's in a different angle like that, the entire choreography. I feel like that's kind of what hindered my enjoyment, and also some of the moves don't feel that readable. The move where she's like this, I don't know how to explain it, and then she does it really fast before her goal move hits. I don't know how to describe that move, but she does it so fast that I'm like, slow down, partner, kind of thing, you know? It's my opinion, of course, but I still enjoy it, but I don't just do it for fun. I just do it usually on stream. Beta Tom Red Extreme version. Once again, guys, I have nothing against the choreography and nothing against the dancer, nothing against anything. It's just, once again, extreme is not my cup of tea, and I think a lot of you guys know that already. I did just say that, so I'm gonna have to give it an okay. I understand that there's a lot of work put into this map. I just really did not enjoy the hard difficulty on it. I managed to mega star it, but I just don't enjoy this kind of difficulty in Just Dance. It's just too much for me, which is why 2024 I kind of was really harsh on the extremes for K-pop, which that makes sense. I don't have the patience to like learn super hard choreographies because I already play the game a lot, but at the same time I don't like to go on YouTube and slow the video down. I just don't have the patience for that as much as I used to. I just kind of want to learn the dances as I'm constantly playing it, and Painted Timber is kind of one of those dances that you kind of just can't just play the map over and over and over and you'll get the hang of it. You need to go like on YouTube or something and slow it down. There's like no way I'm gonna be able to catch that up or remember, and that's like the patience that I don't have for Just Dance at the moment. I do apologize. That's why I don't enjoy it as much. Painted Town Red normal version, honestly, I'm gonna give it a super. It's not a perfect or a yeah, and the reason why I'm saying that is I feel like the dance is a little bit too simple, a little bit like, I feel like there's some moves where I'm like, there could be more energy there, you know, like a little bit more. We can like crank it up a little bit. That's just my taste, of course. And also I don't like that towards the end of the choreography, the coach is so zoomed out. I'm on a monitor. I play on a monitor, if you guys don't know. When she's zoomed out like that, I cannot see anything she's doing, dude. Oh my God. And I always like get a really bad score there because it's just too zoomed out. But I still like the dance. I still like everything. But if I were to be critiquey, I would not. I said critiquey. That better not be quoted on my Discord server. And yes, I do have a Discord server, by the way, link in the description. Yes, so I'm not gonna give it a perfect or yeah, but I still enjoy Painted Town Red. Pardon the USA, the Night Parade version. I am so sorry, but I never have the mood to play this one. I am so sorry. It's gonna be a good for me. I still like it, but I just never have the mood to do it. I am so sorry. Feel like this dance is gonna be only fun when you're actually doing it with another person because there's a lot of coach interactions. So if I did it with a person IRL, then maybe my opinion would change. But since I'm only doing this like alone, I don't have as much enjoyment doing it. And on top of it, there's a move that you have to like hold your leg up, but you can't do that when you're holding a phone in your hand. So it's kind of hard to do this dance when you're playing multiplayer. It seems to be a dance that I can only do on camera, and mostly that means I have to play fully alone. I'm not gonna play with anybody. Yeah, that's my opinion. I'm sorry. I'm just ranting at this point. I will say Party in the USA, even though it's easy, I still enjoyed it, but there is moments where I'm like, come on, can this change up a little bit? The costume change was awesome, but I'm giving it a super. I am so sorry that anyone that really wanted it to be higher. I don't know why, but love the dance. I get really into it, but then towards the end of the dance, we're like, okay, can this song end already? Like, not in a bad way. It's just like after the costume change, that's kind of when it all goes downhill. The dance just completely repeats for so long. I'm just like, can the moves change up a little bit? More energy, more like maybe a slightly different variation of the moves. Like that's like what I was saying, like Sweet Melody and Party in USA do suffer from this, where the ending is the exact same moves with no involvement whatsoever. That's kind of like what I don't like what Just Dance does. It's a little too dragged on. That's my opinion, of course. And also, yes, I am going all over the place. I haven't done a tier list in a while, so my brain is kind of slow with this kind of stuff. So I'm just ranting about what's in my head at the moment. So if I'm like going off topic, bear with me. But the next one is Payphone. I like the lore. I do like the lore, but I don't like the fact that we got a cliffhanger again. And I don't like Payphone that much as a song. I'm giving it an okay. I know it's a really hard one for a lot of people, but I never like doing this one. When I do it, I'm like, I know I don't have fun doing it. The second you watch the story, you're like, I'm bored. I don't want to do this map anymore. I never have the mood to do Payphone anymore after the whole thing unfolded with the map, and don't find that much enjoyment from it. I don't know if y'all feel the same way, but the map just doesn't feel that enjoyment. I feel like it's one of those maps where you play once or twice and then you're kind of like done with it. That's what it felt like for me, and I know they put a lot of work into it, but I feel like something could have maybe been different with the choreography to make it fun, but I just didn't like it. It just wasn't for me. Pink Venom Extreme version, I am so sorry. Y'all know this about me. I don't like extremes that much, especially on the K-pop side, because those are usually very hard, so I'm giving it an okay. Like I said earlier, when someone got mad when I rated really low last year on a K-pop map, that person might come back. But I don't like extremes for K-pop that much. I am so sorry. Anyone that really likes extremes, good for you. But once again, that is not my cup of tea. The dance is pretty fun, I will admit. In the parts I did know what I'm doing, but I just don't like the complexity of it. Honestly, the normal version feels a little bit more on the enjoyment side of things, but it's not good enough where I want to rate it so high. It is technically one of my favorite K-pops that we had in Just Dance, next to Drum Go Dumb and all that. Drum Go Dumb is an extreme, Pops is an extreme, and I still enjoy those. I feel like those are the only ones I actually was able to learn properly without having to go on YouTube, but that's beside the point. But Pink Venom was one of my favorite K-pops we got, and also it felt refreshing only having one K-pop this year. I know a lot of people love K-pop, and I do too, depending on the complexity, but I feel like there was a moment where we're getting a little too much K-pop. Just Dance is mainly a game where there's variety, and I feel like the game was kind of losing that variety with so much K-pop in one Just Dance game. We had less room for other things. I will say that this year kind of feels a little bit more on the awkward side of things, because like we got less K-pop, but I don't feel like we got more variety. I feel like since we got so many UB originals this year that we don't have the variety that we used to in the previous games. So that's something I will say. Sure, we got less K-pop to have more room for other songs, but those other songs didn't seem to fulfill the unique genres that I was looking for. That is like a general critique outside of Pink Venom, but yeah. All right, next one is Playdate. I do enjoy it. I like the art style. It is a super. I don't mind it being animated, and I think you guys know that already. I don't mind animated maps as much as I used to. Remember when I got really mad at Wasabi? Oh god, that was really bad. I started opening myself up to more animated dances, and they're not as bad, especially that it looks like they're kind of making sure you can read the dance moves a little bit better, because there was a big problem in the earlier animated maps where it's kind of hard to read it, like Cure For Me Paper version, which is like a stop motion paper mache one. But I'm kind of glad that when it's not a real person dancing, it looks like they are being more careful about how readable the moves are, and I'm totally in for that. Really fun dance. I feel like it actually matches perfectly, and from what I was told, Melanie did help make this map. I don't know much about it. Go ahead and move on to the next one. Poker Face Magical version is an instant yeah. This is a masterpiece. I love it so much, and if you guys don't like it, fight me. I am just kidding. Don't fight me. I am so fucking weak. You have no idea. And yes, I cursed. I am so sorry. I like this one. I like the concept a lot. I love the card scene, and I'm pretty sure Redu made the background, and he did an amazing job with that. Like the concept a lot. It's just something that honestly felt a little refreshing. We haven't gotten a seated version like this before, and I love this concept. Keep making concepts like that. I'm all in for that. Poker Face normal version, I'm gonna give it a perfect. I was actually kind of against Poker Face for a while on the launch of 2025. I felt like this one was worse than the magical version, which it is, I feel like. But the more I did the normal version, the more I'm like, it's actually not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. So I'm gonna give it a perfect. I still enjoy it, but it's at the same time, I'm like, if I had to pick, I'm still gonna do the magical version. Sleigh Ride, as much as I like Sleigh Ride, I feel like it's gonna be an X for me. Don't know why I feel this way. I just feel like the dance could have maybe been different, and also at the same time I feel like it's just not my cup of tea in terms of the dance. The background, the song, everything is awesome. I just didn't like that it's also a cover as well, but I didn't like that the moves were kind of weird. Like I was not a big fan of the moves. I feel like that's why I didn't like it that much. All right, the next one is something I can feel, and this is going to be a little bit depressing because I really enjoy this one. It is a yeah. No one ever requested it, but I really enjoy it. But sadly, it is one of the least played songs in Just Dance 2025. I'm pretty sure it's next to Vogue Ballroom version. Basically, this is one of the least played song in the entire game this year, and it is really sad because this song has a really strong meaning and has a very strong representation for deaf people, and just a beautiful choreography, beautiful song, everything. And it's just sad that I didn't get that much attention, and I really enjoy it. I have not fully learned it, but it is still really fun for me, and it's kind of a dance that just feels so unique that I don't think I've seen in Just Dance before. It just feels bouncy but also very contemporary, and I really enjoy that a lot. SpongeBob's Birthday, you guys know this about me already, but it is a golden X. I do not like the SpongeBob map. The song, especially the lyric where he's like, big juicy birthday. I'm sorry, I don't like it. I think you guys know that about me already. I did not like the SpongeBob map at all this year. Stop This Fire, I love it, don't get me wrong, it's awesome, and I'm really honored that Ubisoft put me in the community remix for this one. It's on their YouTube channel, by the way. I feel like I'm not gonna give it a yeah, but I really love it. It's gonna be a perfect because I love the dance. It is so simple though, to the fact that like I would have given it a yeah if it wasn't so simple, but the dance is way too simple. I almost feel like this dance was revolved around Just Dance VR, because if you guys don't know, Just Dance VR came out with this song as well with 2025, and this was kind of the song they advertised. The dance just screams VR. Picture yourself holding controllers on your VR and holding a VR. Does anyone not feel that this dance just feels like it was designed for a virtual reality headset? That's what it feels like. So when you're playing it outside of VR, you're like, okay, kind of thing, you know? So that's what I feel about it. And also the ending, I could have feel like when she was growing huge, I'm like, oh, that's gonna change it up, let's go, and then it just goes right back to the chorus. It was really annoying for me, but I still enjoy it. The song is honestly one of the best UB originals I have ever heard in my life. So I'm gonna move on to the next one. All right, next one we have Sunlight, and Sunlight is obviously gonna be a yeah. A brilliant way to celebrate 15 years, if you ask me. All the background coaches, all the art in the background. Something I will say is I kind of wished it wasn't a Ubisoft original, but at the same time I'm like, I don't mind it, but if I was a developer or something at Just Dance, I would maybe pick like a different song. But the concept of all the coaches changing, and the fact that the coach names are named after Ariana Katana and Just Ash, both content creators in the Just Dance scene, is honestly a cherry on top, and I really love that they did that. It's awesome. I don't know about y'all, but I really enjoyed this one. I'm curious what you guys feel about that one. Sweet Melody, I like Sweet Melody, but I'm gonna give it a good. The reason why I'm gonna give it a good is I just feel like it's awesome, but the moves repeat way too damn much. Oh my gosh. Like towards like the half of the song, you kind of get bored. I don't know if anyone else gets that feeling I get, but imagine you're playing the song a certain amount of time. So when you're playing Sweet Melody, you get really into it in the beginning, but then when the moves repeat a little too much, you're like, okay, I'm kind of getting a little bored right now. Like you kind of don't even feel like finishing the song, but you don't want to like leave the song early. So like that's the kind of feeling. I feel like some of the dances just aren't as fun. Basically, it's fun at the beginning, but then when you do it too much, you're like bored by then. But that's kind of what I feel about it. It's kind of the same with Party in the USA, but Party in the USA did it a little bit better. All right, let's go ahead and move on to training season. And obviously I find myself going back to this map a lot, and I feel like it is a yeah. I know a lot of people didn't like that the choreography for this one. It was very satisfying. I really enjoy it. The second I played it more, I'm like, okay, I kind of like it. I really like it. And I'm not being biased because Dina is the coach. I'm just genuinely enjoying it. I thought I was not going to enjoy the fact that it wouldn't right back to the chorus after the whole build up, but I didn't mind it actually. I just found myself going back to the map a lot, and I don't think really twice about it. So I'm kind of glad that Dina is now a coach, but I'm also really happy that I ended up really enjoying the choreography. I'm curious what y'all feel about training season, because I know this one was kind of a mixed bag for certain people, but I personally really enjoyed it. Unstoppable regular version, I am so sorry. I thought I was gonna really like it, but I'm giving it an X. It is still fun. I still love it, but for some odd reason, I never feel like playing it. Like I boot up Just Dance, and I just never feel like playing it. I just keep going by it. Why do I keep going by it? It's maybe the thumbnail, maybe, or two, I just don't feel like doing the dance. I don't know. The dance, when I eventually do it, I have fun, right? But for some odd reason, I just never feel like doing it. I don't know how to describe that feeling, and I don't know. Please guys, in the comments, please tell me if you feel this way with certain maps, like where you like the map, but you just never play it. You know, something just feels off that you just never feel like playing it. Same thing with the boxing version. I just don't play it often. I am sorry. I do know Sia's kind of in a weird spot right now in terms of artist wise. I kind of separate the artist from the music, if you guys know that about me. Put a lot of work into it, I will admit, but I feel like I just never enjoyed it. All right, this is my hot topic, and I know a lot of people like Vogue, but guys, I want to tell you guys a fun fact. Vogue Ballroom is also one of the least played Just Dance maps this year. Vogue, I personally am gonna give it an okay. I feel like the song is just too long. I still agree with myself from the past, because in the past I said I liked it, but I feel like the song is just too long. And I feel like y'all did agree with that. Some people in the comments did agree with that. And I'm just gonna jump over to Vogue Ballroom. Same thing with that. Oh, I feel like it's gonna be a little bit higher than okay, because I feel like this one is a lot more evolved and a lot better. And I do know they put a lot of work into this map, but I just feel like it just wasn't my cup of tea, because it's not anything the developers did wrong or the production team. It's the song length. The song is just too long. And then the next one we have here is We Can't Be Friends. Honestly, I'm giving it a perfect. I know a lot of people hated it, and I know this is gonna be the most controversial one I put, but I actually didn't mind the choreography being like this. I don't know why, but it just feels so satisfying for me. And I do agree it could be different, because I do know, if you guys don't know, I've been obsessed with Fitness Marshall lately, and his choreography for We Can't Be Friends is miles better, and I love that one so much. But in terms of Just Dance, if I'm only critiquing the Just Dance space, I still really enjoy this map, and I still find myself doing the map on my own free will often. Whenever, wherever Wooly version, this is a tough one. I like Move Your Body a lot more. I'm gonna give Wooly an okay, and I know I say I love Wooly, but I do love Move Your Body a lot more, and I just don't feel like doing the Wooly version for Whenever Wherever that much. It's just not my cup of tea, and I'm sure y'all feel the same way about that. Nothing wrong with Wooly. I just feel like, why did Whenever Wherever get a Wooly version? Why couldn't it have been like a different song? Like maybe Chattahoochee maybe, but like why a Shakira song? Like it just felt a little odd for me. I don't know about y'all. And now Whenever Wherever, that is obviously gonna be a yeah for me. I really enjoyed this map, and I need to do it more, but I always have the mood to play it. I'm really sitting on my chair, like when I'm like watching YouTube or doing homework or at work, I just find myself doing like this move like for fun, because I just think of the song in my head. But it's like, you know what dance is good in Just Dance? When you just casually like do it in your own free time. Like I do yaff sometimes, and I don't know how to describe it. I think Brandy made a TikTok on this a while ago where she's like sitting on her desk at work, and then she starts doing the X choreography, and it's just like it's so accurate where you're just doing something and then you just feel like just doing the dance, and you just picture the song in your head. All right, next one is yeah. Honestly, Yeah, perfect. This map is just too good. I will say there is one critique. They cut out a certain part of the song, which I feel like they could have maybe put in there to keep it unique, but there was a part where it repeated towards the end, and I'm like, I mean, it could have changed a little bit, but you never know, you know? But I'm still enjoying the map a lot. I actually still play it off stream a lot of the times. It's still a really fun map for me. All right, the last Just Dance base game song is Yes and I'm so sorry for anyone that actually enjoyed this map, but I'm giving it an okay. I feel like it's because it was one of the first maps they advertised this year. I feel like the maps that they advertised first for Just Dance are the ones that I play the least when the game launches, because it's kind of feels like the oldest song. Does anyone else feel the same way? Like picture, like, for example, Centuries is a song they advertised at the very start of 2025, right? And you wait like around 5 months or 3 months for the game to come out. You were able to play Centuries for like a week early, right? Like for the Just Dance Plus season, and then the game comes out, you just never touch Centuries because you played it and you already were aware about it for like half a year before the game came out, right? So it's kind of like how I am with Yes and, where we kind of knew this song for a while and it was one of the first previews they showed. The enjoyment for the song is kind of down, and also the background is pretty simple. So yeah, that's kind of what my feelings are on that. Next one is Pigstep. It's an X for me. Also, I can get the footwork down. If you guys don't know that about me, the footwork is insane on this dance. I don't know why. I am very bad with the footwork at the beginning of the dance. I don't like the dance that much. I thought I was gonna like it, and at first in my reaction I did kind of praise it, but it's kind of grew to not like it. I ended up not really enjoying it that much. It's kind of for me in the end. Apple, I'm so sorry. Even though I just praised Sora's like choreography and all that, I'm giving it a super. I still enjoy it, don't get me wrong. It's just, I feel like the background is at fault for this one. I feel like it's a little too basic. And I did say in my previews that I'm like, oh, it's kind of good that they're going basic because it's for the casual audience that don't like the camera work. But the more I played the map, I'm like, it would have been cool if there was more evolution, you know? That's kind of what I feel about it. Next one is Feel So Close. I said this one was my favorite map out of all the ones that we got in the song pack, but it grew to be my least favorite. I know that's gonna be shocking, so I'm giving it an okay. I know. I think I was so driven by nostalgia in my reaction when I made that video saying it was my favorite because it was nostalgia for me. I think I kind of got bored of it very quickly, so my enjoyment quickly dwindled away from that. And speaking of the song pack, I Like the Way You Kissed Me is gonna be a super for me. I ended up enjoying that way more than Feel So Close and Apple. It ended up being my favorite in the end after playing them a few times. So yeah. All right, Centuries, obviously, yeah, the camera work, all the energy that is put into it, it's just beautiful. And I'm so glad this song came into the normal base game of Just Dance because it did come out on VR exclusively. And can I just say, the fact that I was right about it being a VR exclusive is so funny to me. I remember when I saw it in like the VR trailer, I'm like, that song never got announced in the base game. Is this a VR exclusive? Because I had a feeling we were gonna get an exclusive for VR, but I wasn't sure if that was actually gonna be the case, because usually when they release something like a VR version or they release like a different version of the game or something like that in the past, they usually made exclusive versions or exclusive songs. Like the Wii U, for example, had an exclusive song in Just Dance 4. I had a feeling that's what they were gonna do, and that kind of proved my theory. I'm glad it's in the game now, and honestly, the non-VR version is 10 times better than the VR version. I was actually really shocked. Like in my reaction, I did see the dance obviously because of the VR version, but the background was so different, the camera work was so different to the point where it almost felt like a whole new entire experience I was watching. So that's why I was still shocked when watching that video basically. And now we're on the Fiesta Latina pack. La Bachata, I did say this one was my least favorite, but I ended up really liking it, and I actually want to give it a yeah. I feel like this one is actually my favorite. Soltera is not my favorite anymore. I feel like La Bachata is now my favorite. I'm gonna put that on yeah. It's such a fun dance, and I love the new art style they put for that one. If you guys don't know, the art style is completely different. There's no outline on the coaches. It just feels like they're actually there, and I really like that art style a lot. Hopefully they do that more often because I do prefer it like that. It looks really cool. But let's move on to the next one, and I'm just gonna say the Karol G song because I cannot say this for the life of me. I'm gonna give it a super. It's still really fun, but it's kind of too simple, but I still really enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna really go much into it, but it is a really fun map regardless. All right, the last one is Soltera, and and I don't know if I said the name right, it's gonna go to the perfect category. I still really enjoy it. It's not the same as La Bachata, of course, but I really enjoyed it. The dance is just so fun and so like let loose, and it's very catchy, and I just really enjoy it. I don't know about y'all. All right, so we have all the songs rated. This is all my songs, and I don't think you guys see the one above. So you see Centuries is over here, but the rest are all here. I feel like this is a very fair list. This is all, once again, my opinion. Please don't take it personally, and let's move on to the outro. Holy crap, I have to drink a lot of water because of all the talking I did. That was a long ass yapping session, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any other video ideas, feel free to let me know, because I am working on some video ideas at the moment, and I don't know exactly what you guys would want, because I want to make sure I do stuff that you guys also would like. Without further ado, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.